Jonathan Watt here with Atarah Group International. We hope you're enjoying our series on mental health in the Bible. And if you are, please press the like button and subscribe to our channel. Today we're talking about 11 verses to help you through the journey of recovery. Journey of recovery and how the Bible can help you do that. Recovery from addiction or any challenging phase in life is a journey that requires strength and courage and hope. Whether you're healing from an illness or overcoming an addiction or navigating through life's setbacks, the path to recovery can be daunting. Yet amidst the trials, there is hope and encouragement to be found, especially when we draw strength from spiritual insights. For many, the words of the Bible offer such a guiding light in providing comfort and inspiration through difficult times. Here we delve into some of the most uplifting Bible verses that remind us of the resilience of the human spirit, but also of the unfailing love of God. So let's talk about embracing divine healing. Here's Psalm 147, verse 3, which tells us, "He heals the brokenhearted and binds up their wounds." You know, recovery can be a painful process, but the verse assures us that God is the ultimate healer, offering not just physical, but also emotional and spiritual restoration. As we surrender our brokenness, we find wholeness in His presence. Here's a second one. Finding strength in hope. Isaiah 40, verse 31 is a powerful reminder. It says, "But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles." This verse encourages us to place our hope in God, who renews our strength and enables us to rise above challenges like an eagle, soaring effortlessly. Here's a third one. Victory through Christ. Philippians chapter 4, verse 13 says, "I can do all things through Him who gives me strength." In the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles, this verse empowers us to rely on Christ's strength, reminding us that we are equipped to overcome any challenge. Here's a fourth. The transformative power of grace. Romans 6, chapter 6, verse 14. It reassures us, "For sin shall no longer be your master, because you're not under the law, but under grace." You know, recovery often involves breaking free from past mistakes. And this verse highlights the transformative power of God's grace, setting us free from the stronghold of sin, like a prison. Here's a fifth. Casting our cares. Psalm 55, verse 22, invites us to, quote, "Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you." You know, recovery can be overwhelming. This verse encourages us to release our burdens to God, trusting in His sustaining grace and His steadfast support. Here's a sixth. Perseverance and promise. James chapter 1, verse 12 reminds us, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial." You know, recovery is a challenging journey, but perseverance leads to blessings. The promise of the crown of life, as it calls it, awaits those who endure, symbolizing God's eternal reward for our faithful journey. So embracing these verses can bring solace and direction and illuminate the path of recovery with faith and hope. And as we navigate this kind of journey, may we find strength in God's Word, knowing we are never, never alone. His love, His grace, His mercy are with us every step of the way. Let's try some more. Here's number 7. Finding strength, ironically, in weakness. In moments of vulnerability, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. However, as 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9 reminds us, quote, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Embracing our weakness can be a powerful step in recovery. When we stop hiding our struggles and start relying on divine grace, we find that strength is readily available. It is in our admission of weakness that we open the door for greater power and healing to enter into our lives. That's what the apostle was doing. Here's an eighth, the power of perseverance. James chapter 1, verse 12. It speaks to the blessing of perseverance. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial. You know, endurance is a vital part of life and certainly of recovery. Each step, no matter how small, brings us one step closer to healing. The promise of a reward for those who endure is a reminder that our efforts are never in vain. As we push through trials, we're not only shaping our present existence, but also securing an eternal reward. Number 9, casting burdens for peace. Recovery can be overwhelming, yet Psalm 55 verse 22 offers peace. It says this, "Cast your cares on the Lord, and He'll sustain you." So unloading our burdens can be freeing. When we entrust our worries to a higher power and find stability and peace, this is a good thing. The act of surrender allows us to focus on healing, knowing that we're supported and sustained by a loving presence. Here's a 10th, victory through faith. Romans 6, verse 14, reassures us of the victory over struggles. Sin shall no longer be your master. Recovery is a testament to the power of faith when we acknowledge that we are not alone, that our struggles do not define us. We can experience profound transformation. The journey may be tough, but with faith leading the way, victory is always within reach. Now here's an 11th and final consideration, or an invitation to rest. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28 through 30 offers a beautiful invitation. Here are the words. "Come to me," says Jesus, "all you who are weary and burdened, and I'll give you rest." You know, this call to rest is crucial in recovery. It's an assurance that we do not have to bear our burdens alone. And by accepting this invitation, we find solace and rejuvenation, discovering that the path to recovery is not as heavy when shared. Atarah Group International believes that the journey to recovery is not just about overcoming external obstacles, but also about finding inner peace and strength. And by embracing spiritual insights and inviting divine guidance at Atarah Group International, we can help you transform your trials into testimonies of resilience and faith. As we walk this path with you, we'll encourage you and coach you through your recovery with perseverance and peace, knowing that you are never alone on this journey. If you are interested in our coaching services, look through our staff profiles and please feel free to schedule a free 15-minute consultation with one of us. Thank you.